We follow what you're saying on Twitter. This is just some of the stuff that poured in after Tuesday's show from Jim. Typical ESPN, Messi apologist. It's tiresome at this point. He falls apart in most of the important matches for club and country. Oh, Jim wasn't the only one. Giu says, it's a total joke. Messi does a no-show and there's no criticism. Ronaldo ever plays badly and he gets thrown to the wolves. It's mind-boggling how scripted and biased the mass media agenda has to protect Messi. I'm sorry, I'm trying not to laugh. And ridicule CR7. Pathetic exclamation point. Stevie, I'll start with you, man. You carried around a shovel. You were so ready to bury Cristiano Ronaldo for so long. Messi is a ghost and nothing. How do you defend yourself against these tweets? How do you sleep at night?
Clearly never saw the show yesterday.
What'd you say?
I said the guy was fantastic, wonderful. I said the pressure, the technical ability.
Why don't we hammer Messi?
How many questions do you want to ask me at one time?
I'm asking you about Messi.
You asked me about Cristiano, right?
Do we criticize him enough? Especially after the Roma game, second leg. Come on, he did nothing.
Here's the thing. The reason recently that Cristiano has been getting some stick is because in the last 18 months, he has lost half a yard. You can't get away from that.
Certainly evident.
And we said that. And because we say that, his fans get the back up as soon as we even mention the word. Now, Messi hasn't lost half a yard. His team are sitting top of the league. They're going to win it comfortably. And then he turns round and does he have a bad game? Yes, he did. Does he disappear? Yes, because I never saw him. But so you're just going to pick one game out from this season?
I think what people are saying...
carried that team the whole season.
...is if Ronaldo had a similar performance, we'd crush him. And they don't feel like we did that or other people did that with Messi.
I challenge anybody out there to find an instance where I singled out a bad performance from somebody and crush Cristiano or Messi. When I said Messi's entitled to a day off, given what he's done, which is what I said yesterday, he can't be Superman all the time. He wasn't Superman in this game.
Would you say the same about Cristiano?
I've said the exact same thing about Cristiano. You know what? I had the same stuff at the Euros. When Portugal went and won, and I praise Cristiano because I speak to people on the Portugal team and in that squad for the role he had in the dressing room and what wasn't his best tournament and coming off the pitch in the final. People are like, oh, look, you're giving all the credit to Cristiano just because he's Cristiano. It's the same nonsense argument over and over again. We're talking about two of the greatest players in history. They are entitled, both of them, to have games where they underperform. Where it becomes an issue is if somebody goes for a whole month and underperforms, or if somebody starts interfering with the manager or with the running of the club, which both have been accused of, incidentally, in the past, both Messi and Cristiano. And that's what happens when you're one of the best players in history. I think it's as simple as that. And this is just really, really tiresome. And what do you expect? Somebody with a did you see the guy's handle? Mansplainer.
Yeah, I didn't like that, I swear.
I think you got to add in the fact that Messi gets more involved during games.
How dare you handle it?
Right?
Yep.
So Cristiano shows up more so in the final third for Real Madrid, whereas Messi, he'll drop into the midfield, receive the ball. He'll actually try and create from a deeper point and actually have more of the ball. So it's more rare that Messi goes missing. And when you look at this whole past year, and you talked about 18 months, Stevie. In the beginning of the season, Ronaldo wasn't the same player he is now. And it might have been that he needed to get fit. He might have needed to get back on track. And I think that might have been times when people were asking that question.
And now he's
4 goals in 4 months.
Okay.
Okay, but
the Ballon d'Or. Sorry, the Ballon d'Or.
Well, what about the last
only
2
gets
months?
4 goals.
Yeah, look at the last
exactly.
No,
so here's the point. The point is, when he scores 4 goals or whatever it is in 4 months, we criticise him.
This is less
and he
about...
deservedly gets criticism. And so when he turns up yesterday and does what he does and we say it's fantastic, oh, no, you don't hear that.
But this is more about not
Fans
criticizing
don't hear that.
Messi. There's more about not criticizing Messi than what we do or don't with Ronaldo.
But the question's only because we criticise Cristiano. It's got nothing to do with Messi other than the fact that this guy's on the side of Cristiano. I mean, that's why the guy's asking the question.
I think, somebody went and did their research. They sent me this whole thing of when Barcelona were eliminated and pointing out that Messi didn't scored very few games in games where Barcelona were eliminated. Well, what that doesn't take into account is games where Barcelona advanced because of Messi. Barcelona would not have been in this quarterfinal against Roma if not for what happened in the round of 16 against Chelsea, where Messi was a difference between the two teams, just as he was a difference against Atletico Madrid when they played them earlier this season that sent them on their way to win the Liga title. It's as simple as that. I mean, to go out and I just find this absurd that we're still in this ridiculous binary situation. And as for Ronaldo comparisons, I know we're not going there. Ronaldo is nearly 3 years older than Lionel Messi. Ronaldo has Luka Modric and Isco and Toni Kroos to create in midfield.
You're right. Barcelona's a wasteland.
Well, did you see them? Who's creating anything? You have Iniesta, who's 100 years old, and you've got Rakitic.
They're begging him to stay in Barcelona. Will you come on?
No, look, I mean that's fine. I'm not going to go with Iniesta, but obviously the way Barcelona is supposed to be with Coutinho in there, and the way they're going to be in the league, and the way they are next year, I don't think you're going to see Messi going into midfield quite as much. He does what's required of the team in the same way that Cristiano does.